Welcome back. You're tuned into Inspired Afternoons with me, your host, Mariam Mia. And now it's our time for our hashtag kindness and compassion segment. And yesterday, interestingly, I was reading an article which featured Samantha Power. She was the USA UN ambassador, American ambassador to the UN. And she spent a good portion of her life championing the cause of human rights. And she coined this term in 2002 called upstanders. And yes, it was then, you will find it in the dictionary now, and it's credited to her in terms of getting this term upstanders. And when she was interviewed regarding her being designated as the founder of this word, she said she didn't even realize there was no such word as upstander, because according to her, she says, you know what, majority of people, they spend their lives being bystanders. So we stand and we watch things happen, and we just become passive observers. We do nothing to be an instrument of change and change somebody else's circumstances, in doing so, creating a positive society for ourselves, a better society for us to live in. And all the people, and I thought about this, and I thought about all the people that we interview on our hashtag kindness, compassion segments, and the ones that we will in future. And for me, every one of those people are upstanders, because you know what? They stand up and they make a difference. Whether it's a small difference, but they make a difference in somebody's lives, in the lives of a community, in the lives of a child, in the lives of a senior citizen. And this word holds through to my next two people I'll be speaking to now. I want to welcome from Crosby Ladies Forum, Sister Naseema Nalla and Sister Naeema Suleiman. And they are what I call upstanders, because every time they stand up and they make a difference. They work behind the scenes, but always willing, even whether it be for any foundation, they're always partnering. So I'd like to be the first to confer them the titles of this inaugural upstander titles, because that's what they are. They stand up and they make a difference. Assalamu alaikum, ahlan wa sahlan. Welcome to Inspired Afternoons, Sister Naseema Nalla and Sister Naeema Suleiman from Crosby Ladies Forum. Assalamu alaikum and welcome, Sister Naseema.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah so much, Mariam, for the opportunity. I'm touched and humbled by your introduction, alhamdulillah. And, it's organizations like you that put our work forward, and Allah makes it easy for everyone, inshallah.
And Assalamu alaikum, Sister Naeema. We've had you before on Educational Insights on telephonically, so it's good to see you face to face in having a face to face conversation with you. And Jazakallah for joining us. And tell me, are you, both of you, Sister Naeema, are the founding members of the Crosby Ladies Forum, Women's Forum. So, how did it all start?
So, Jazakallah for having me. Assalamu alaikum. So basically, I started Crosby Ladies Forum about 3 years ago. It was in January. The South African National Women's Forum had a campaign called, it was to raise funds for Syria. And then I looked in our community and I said I wanted to do something. But I didn't see any forums that could help, that I could join, or any organizations close by that I could join. So I had a play group, and I asked my friends, why don't we start the Crosby Ladies Forum, and why don't we start the Syria help with the Syria campaign? And we did that, and we had a cake sale, a bake sale. Alhamdulillah, it was successful. And then I remember that week, Naseema actually messaged me, and she's Rask addiction. So she said she wants to sponsor some Rask for the cake sale. And then we met at the cake sale. And later on in the week we met, and Alhamdulillah, we teamed up, we've co-chaired, and we've, as I say, the rest is history.
Absolutely, Alhamdulillah. And you have such a good relationship, the two of you. may the Almighty continue and let you grow closer together for His pleasure. Alhamdulillah. And I know, Sister Naseema is always ready. If for her, like, if I need something and I know when I'm messaging Sister Naeema or Crosby Ladies Forum, I know not I can consider it done. The message is just a formality. So tell me, who are some of these dedicated, dynamic, amazing sisters that actually form the Crosby Ladies Forum? Sister
Okay,
Naseema.
so basically there's four of us. Like I said, Naeema explained to you, she initially started the project of the Crosby Ladies Forum. There wasn't an organized, there are a few other sister groups in the area, but the Crosby Ladies Forum as is was started by Naeema through the bake sale, and then I joined her, and Alhamdulillah, over the years we've grown as an organization. So, and then we've had two other sisters. We've got Wasila that joined us as well, and Sister Yasmin Dadabai. But let me give you a little background about all of us. So Naeema herself is the youngest from the four of us. She's the tech savvy one. All those beautiful CLF posters you see, that's all Naeema's work. And she does basically all of our admin, and she runs the banking and the admin details and that. And Naeema has got 3 kids. And then Wasila runs the sweetest woman you've ever met. She runs the bread project, the sandwich drive, and Yasmin is I would say our core, my sister. None of us are related by blood, but we're sisters. And so she's also got 3 kids. Wasila's got 4 kids, and she does most of the fundraising. So we put the projects out there and she'll push it out to the groups and she'll collect the funds and that. And myself, I've got 5 kids, consider myself the project coordinator, like you said. So if anybody's got an idea or a project or whatever, they bring it through to me or myself or Naeema, and then we'll put it out to the group, and then we make mashwara, the 4 of us, how to go about it, what we'd like to do with it, where we'd like to take it, and then the projects run from there. But I must mention here that CLF has many other volunteers that are in the background that we don't always see or hear about. And these are the many faces in the community, they come forward and say, how can we help you? Let me assist you. Let's do a little bit of this. So every project is unique, and these people come forward all the time. And that's what amazes us all the time. You would get help from every corner. And that is, it's the beauty and of the Crosby Ladies Forum is that we've got sponsors that are 6-year-old who give us 5 rand from their allowance for bread, to a 90-year-old granny who gives us from her pension. And that is the heart and core and the soul of the Crosby Ladies Forum.
Mashallah, and I'm so pleased that is it. You form a small core group, and thereafter you work in terms of garnering community support for your projects, because the thing is, if you don't have the buy-in and the trust of the community and the support of the community, then your projects just fall flat. And in the 3 years, you've done amazing work in terms of creating that community unity. A sense of community is also what you've managed to create. You see, I think that's a constraint for us living in suburban cities. For example, Crosby, Greenside, whatever. Unlike small towns where everybody knows each other intimately, your parents grew up with your friends' parents, and now you grow up as friends. So there's that background history when you come from a small town, and it's easier because you just have that buy-in from the community because everybody knows each other. And when you're living in urban, suburban areas, people move in and out all the time. People come from they migrate from different provinces for economic reasons, and you might find a family from Cape Town or from Limpopo or something, and they just moved in, and you might not even know that somebody has moved in. But having a forum like this and garnering support from the community, and I think in the 3 years, that for me was one of the successes, because your projects, alhamdulillah, are well supported. You have a good network, and like you say, this is a core group, but you have many selfless volunteers that will come in and out depending on a project. Do you agree, Sister Naeema?
Yes, totally. I think we started the Crosby Ladies Forum, or the admin behind it. But we are nothing without our community, without our community support, without everybody's help, without silent auctioners or silent donations or silent just help in general, in any way. And you like our volunteers don't have to help with every single project. Someone says, okay, can I join this one? Can I help you with this project? Or can I help you with that project? Or I can do this. And alhamdulillah, that's how we've grown. And that's how we will grow.
And the amazing thing, come on.
You know what I also need to mention is that, you know, we've also, alhamdulillah, we've grown and we've got a good relationship with other organizations in the area. Besides the broader South African National Women's Forum and all the bigger organizations, I'm talking of smaller sister groups, smaller sister organizations. So like you got Kashifa from Colors of Hope, or Ati Fatima Talia, or yourself, Mariam, or, you know, little other groups that we network with all the time. So I think that sense of sisterhood, of networking, I think that plays a very vital role in getting your projects out there, your ideas out there. And that sense of community comes when people see that, you know what, you're working together.
Yes, I just like to add there from my side, because we spoke in the week, because I had an appeal from one of the schools that were really struggling because of the learners who attend there, in terms of their socio-economic backgrounds. Their parents really find it difficult just to present them with a meal, let alone send them to school. And we just chatted. In fact, it wasn't even it was a short phone call, and then over WhatsApp. And alhamdulillah, thanks to the efforts of yourself, Naseema and Naeema, you arranged for, so we started a sandwich drive, which is going to start tomorrow. And bread has been generously sponsored by Crosby Ladies Forum and yourselves. And like I say, we work together, and Greenside is going to be supplying the fillings for the sandwiches. And then we got feed there to help in terms of the bread. And like you say, that's how we network, and that's how we work together in unity, because you know what? We don't have to reinvent the wheel. And that's what it is. You work together, each community works within the community, and where we can do joint projects and we can facilitate and partner for the betterment of society and to create a better society. That is what it's about. So I've said now, one current project is the bread drive now with Rain Girls in conjunction with Greenside. Tell us about your other projects. Who wants to answer that, Sister Naeema?
Okay. So we've done various projects over the last 3 years. I can't even remember. Last night when Sister Naseema was telling me, okay, you can speak about the past projects, and I'm thinking, wait, what did we do? What did we do? So, but of some highlights, we do our sandwich drive, and that's the Heelbrow drive, Heelbrow sandwich drive we used to do. But now during the COVID, obviously we can't do that right now. And we do prepared bread distribution. We do zakat, sadaqah, hampers. We do, we did in Ramadan, we did the Uganda orphanage feeding scheme. We raised funds for them. We partner with Islamic Relief for Yemen and Syria. We do Two Lights Foundation bread distribution for Syria. We do many empowerment projects. Like some are like for freezers, or if they need, if they want to sew, then we get them sewing machines. There's so many empowerment projects. That's also our main aim. So we don't want to just give. We would like to empower mothers or empower women to self-sustain, so that they don't feel that they need to beg all the time or need to ask all the time. That they self-sustain and they feel that they can provide for their families, which is very important. We host a lot of motivational talks and workshops in our area, from parenting to spiritual, various projects. In Ramadan, we had the gift for Muazzin. That's our yearly. That's our second year, Naseema, third year. Yeah, we've been doing that. The COVID care packs we've done, the COVID relief. There was the Hamlet School for Special Needs. We raised. They needed a few items, so we sent out that. cupcakes for hope. And then with some Salam Media, we did funds for the PPE, equipment, container for Syria Homes, Syria Now campaign. And alhamdulillah, we have many, like how Sister Naseema said, we have good relationships with many organizations. So we help them and they help us, and alhamdulillah, that's how we grow. And that's just
Yes, from our foundation, 100% from the foundation part, we also like to commend you because whatever project Salam Foundation engages in and does, I know we can always count on Crosby Ladies Forum support, and it's well supported. And I know your members, your core members, give up your time physically in terms of assisting us in various projects besides just monetary donation. You help us in terms of coordinating and physically give up your time, and that's the amazing thing I like about yourselves, your commitment, because I mean you're doing this all voluntary. You use of your time, your resources, and I know in many projects you take off from your own, besides just fundraising from the community itself and your group or source of volunteers, so your pool of volunteers, you take off from your own pockets to sustain many projects. So some of the projects that you don't meet target, you're taking off your, besides your time, from your own resources or family resources, or then getting family members to support the causes. So alhamdulillah, you know what, I can only see houses in vineyards, in gardens built for you people in akhirah, alhamdulillah, because that's what we do it. And I always say, you don't do this for name or fame or even to get gratitude from society, because it's a thankless thing. If you're going to sit and wait for that, you can wait for it till the cows come home, because you're not going to get it. I think motivation for doing this is for the pleasure of Almighty and as a means of dawah, to spread our deen and to serve humanity, because after all, we all creation of Almighty. And if Almighty gives us the means to serve humanity, then I think what better gift we can do in life is to be that vehicle and that means. And like I say too, I always joke, I say, it's for Voyager miles in after. We have these cars and we run after points and Voyager miles. So all this work, my sisters, is Voyager miles for the Akhirah. So may the Almighty grant you people strength to continue, good health and strength to continue what you do. And if somebody out there listening and they are in the Mayfair West, Crosby area, Brixton area, and they saying, I didn't know this group exists, because sometimes you live in the neighborhood and for some reason, maybe you're not on social media or you're busy working and you don't know a group like this. So how do they contact you, Sister Naseema?
Well, they can contact myself. My number is 073-786-0444, or they can contact Sister Naeema, or they can. What we've done is we've actually set up a CLF charity drive group. So what we do is, when the people contact us, we add them onto this group. And on this group is a list of all the projects running, not only CLF projects, but all projects from all organizations. And that's where they can get in touch with other organizations or with us and decide which one they'd like to donate to, which one they'd like to be part of. And that's how we get the broader message out there in the communities.
That's a lovely idea. In fact, I'm not on those and I am on so many, but the thing is, it's a worthwhile one. Maybe after the show, I'll get you to add me to that, because you said, you know what, besides your projects, it's broader projects that are there so people can then decide. And I think another thing is it's great that we network, because you've created a platform where if you can assist, you're putting it there, so you're networking, so somebody who is able to assist a particular project can do so, because you've created. So not only are you focused on Crosby, but you've created a platform and a network of sisters to assess whatever project they want. So I mean, that for me already also is a very meritorious act in your way, in terms of bringing people together and networking. So as I said, it was such an honor speaking to two humble, unassuming, behind the scenes sisters who are, but nonetheless, very, very dynamic in terms of getting things done. And inshallah, may the Almighty reward you. And like I said earlier, grant you good health and strength to continue serving the community and serving deen and humanity at large. Jazakallah.
Ameen, ameen. Jazakallah so much for having us.
I mean, Jazakallah for the opportunity and even more for you on your side and your organization, inshallah.
Shukran. And that was the kind-hearted sisters from Crosby Ladies Forum. And, I so enjoy these hashtag segments because for me, these are the upstanders. And that's what we all should be. Let's all become upstanders instead of bystanders because it's the upstanders that make a difference in society, in our community, and humanity at large. We're going to go for a short break and then we're going to have our educational insight segment. And I'm going to ask Brother Ziadi if we could please play our educational segment, Nazam, because we haven't listened to it in a while and just to get us in the mood of educational insights. So I'm going to ask Brother Ziad and we can enjoy our educational insights, Nazam. Okay, tell me.
We sorted.
Raisa came back.
Raisa is on.